It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Falcons' superstar cornerback. He's been one of the NFL's best ball hawks this season with 9 interceptions. It's the Falcon.
The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. McBride is the motion man. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
We met with these coaches during the week, Mike. They told us the emphasis this week about getting the run game going early. We see it here. Nice first play pickup, fresh set of downs.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Short pass taken in by the tight end.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. To the air one more time with Jackson. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
Well, I think it's pretty clear what the week's plan was, and that was to get the quarterback in a rhythm right out of the gate. You got to imagine as the game unfolds, they'll sprinkle in some runs. But so far, it's been their passing game to get this game started, and that last one results in a 1st down.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. They'll turn and hand this one off. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Slot receiver, headed right. Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. On 3rd down, Jackson. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They'll set out in search of a 1st touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Jackson going to keep this one himself. And he'll have a Commander's first down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44. From the gun, Jackson. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is
that's over the middle and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over just shy of midfield.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now Jackson. Metcalf left side. He's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Jackson. Little short pass here. Caught by his tight end. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion. And then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Again, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Jackson up top again. And that is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender. And you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So this defense headed out for the first time here in this 2nd half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Slot man in motion right. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Quick throw here is complete. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Now it's Jackson. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Jackson now from the 50. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. Sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. Their lead is 10. They go back to work trying to add to it. It begins with first down. On play action, here's Jackson. He's going to run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
They'll run with Spears. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. They'll try to throw here with Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. They'll need to get something positive going right away here. Ball starts inside their own 1-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing doing there. Might get it out to the 2, but that's all. Here's second and 9. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. Oh, boy, they got to be careful there. That was dangerously close to a safety and 2 points for the defense. They do get it at the 1. A tough spot here. Third and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. It'll grind out a couple of yards. Give them a little bit of space out to the 3. Trailing late, and gotta go here. It's fourth down. Back near his goal line. Jackson. That'll be intercepted. And he is just going to waltz his way in. The pick 6. A touchdown for the defense. So they make the decision on 4th down to try to go for it. Instead, it goes back the other way for a pick 6.
Yeah, and anytime you go for it on 4th down, you're saying, hey, we don't mind rolling the dice and taking some chances. In this case, it backfires. The defense is able to capitalize, and they take it all the way back the other way.
So now this defense in need of a stop as they come out here in overtime. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. He's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Jackson now. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. A 1st down throw for Jackson. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. This one complete right side. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack. Jackson now on 2nd down. And he's down at the 3. What a run. That is a gain of 22, and it sets up 1st down and goal. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is caught. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
3rd and goal for Jackson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
So it's a win here for the Falcons. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. That defensive unit was the driving force in this victory.
just walked out the lavish store, pay a shoe, $12.50. You want to boss up your life? All you got to do is get in with me. I don't even pay to get in the club. They know I'm a walking tick. I'm presidential leaving the club. We ain't stopping at no lights. You want to be a boss? You got to pay the price. Left wrist on frost, look like a bag of ice. I'm driving a Bentley Bentayga like I don't love my life. I'm in that thing shifting and I'm lane switching. Big, I'ma stand on straight, baby.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Falcons' superstar cornerback. He's putting together an incredible season, now in double digits with 10 picks. It's the Falcon.
The Falcons defense set to go here, coming off a game where they allowed just 3 points last time out. And the one to watch in the secondary will be this man, a longtime veteran of the league at corner.
And he did more than just play his usual solid defense last week. He had the interception return for the touchdown. I do think we'll continue to see him take chances and hopefully continue to make some big plays on his side of the ball.
They'll begin the drive with Collins. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough. So likely a 3-and-out on their opening drive. That's not a good omen for a team that's lost 3 straight games.
Too many threes that you're mentioning right there. That's a number they've got to get off of. And the big risk you're running right now is discouragement amongst the ranks. How do you keep them up?
The Atlanta defense ready to go once more. Nothing on the scoreboard for either side here. 0-0 in the opening quarter as this next drive gets underway. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Here's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
Results in a 4th down.
The Falcon defense set to go to work here. They lead 7-0, trying to put a stop together here as this drive starts with a 1st down. The drive starts with a run by Collins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They go again with Collins. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Collins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
The Atlanta defense ready to go once more. They'll have to defend the short field here as this drive begins with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Armstrong. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
On 3rd down, this is Collins. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. The Falcon defense set to go to work here. They've been the dominant side so far, working with a 2-score lead here in this 3rd quarter as this next drive gets underway. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one out wide and intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
Hey, it's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
The Atlanta defense ready to go once more. They'll try to put together a stop as this drive begins with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Rocco switch.
Here's a 1st down run with Collins. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
The Falcon defense set to go to work here. They've been terrific all game long, have not let this offense get on track, and they try to close this one out here in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Back to throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And the Atlanta defense ready to go once more. They've put in a very good shift so far, and this one pretty well in hand. Just looking to finish strong here in the fourth as this next drive starts 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. They'll set up a throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Armstrong. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 27-yard line. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 27. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And second down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, I mean, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Atlanta, the win form is number 6 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Packers, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants.
When I feel it, then I know you be feeling so glorious. Then we blitz and reminisce on my people notorious.